Hello, hello.
Hello, hello.
Here we are.
Again, our seventh episode.
Yeah. Lucky number 7.
Lucky number 7. So, um,
Welcome to the Mother's Day edition of the Tay and Tristan Hour. Well, it's not Mother's Day yet, and it'll be past Mother's Day when this comes out. But it is the day before Mother's Day.
it
Today.
is. Yes.
And I just want to say Happy Mother's Day to my beautiful, lovely mother.
Aw, thank you.
Yeah.
You're so sweet. You're a wonderful son. So thank you so much for that.
Yeah. Thank you
No.
for giving me life.
Well, God gave you life. I am what you call the birth giver.
You're the conduit.
I am the conduit. Very true. Very, very true.
Yeah.
For 10 hours.
10 hours. Oh, my God. Really?
Yeah. I was in labor with you for 10 hours.
Do you remember what time I was born?
You were born at 5:20 something.
Are you sure about that?
In the evening, yes.
'Cause
It wasn't quite 5:30.
I feel like last time I asked you, you said it was 4 a.m. And now you're saying
No.
5:20 p.m.
No, I went into the hospital. They had to induce my labor.
Yeah.
Because you were 10 days overdue.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Is that normal?
I mean, I'm sure a lot of babies are overdue. I think it's not an exact science. I think,
But at what point is it a problem?
like probably if babies are like 14 days overdue, they're probably.
I was only 4 days. That's not that much.
You were supposed to be born, I think, no, I think you were born on the 24th.
Mm-hmm.
And you were supposed to be born I think very early.
What do you mean early? Like before?
Early October.
Oh.
Beginning of the month. And you came on the 24th. So I was like, okay. They're like, yeah, if he's not here by this date, we have to induce. And that's what they had to do. They had to give me medication to start my contractions.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you were born with your eyes open.
And I wasn't crying.
No, you were quiet, baby.
Yeah,
I
I
did
remember.
just
I remember.
No, you don't.
I do. I remember coming through the canal and then I saw the light.
That's so funny.
I saw the light and
Such a bright light. And who are all these people?
yeah, and there I was born.
Your Aunt Tracy was in the delivery room.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember being so aggravated because every time I had a contraction, she was like, oh my gosh, here comes another one. I'm like, I know, I can feel it. She's looking at the monitor.
Well, you don't have to remind me.
She's looking at the monitor like, okay, here comes another one. I'm like, oh no, I could feel the pain.
Yeah.
It's like, you don't have to tell me. Yes. But that was a long labor and they had to break my water.
Uh-huh.
They had to break my water. And then the pain really kicked in. But yeah. And then I had to be cut because your head wouldn't fit through. So they had to make room.
Oh my God.
And that's why your auntie would call you Applehead.
Oh my-
Perfectly.
Well, that's ridiculous. I'm only one half of the problem. You're the other half of the problem.
Why?
It's not just because of me.
But I did. So it's it was a wonderful it was a wonderful experience. Looking back now, it was I was I was happy to be a mom. I always wanted to have one child.
Yeah,
And I'm blessed because there's a lot of women that can't have kids.
that's true.
So it's a blessing to be
Mhm.
able to have kids. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I always wanted one boy. I always wanted a son. So it's a blessing. You're a blessing in my life for sure.
Well, thank you.
Yes. So, and I was like, oh, he has blue eyes.
Mm-hmm.
Remember the last podcast or a couple of podcasts ago? I said I wanted you to have hazel eyes.
Why hazel?
I just always loved hazel eyes, but I loved your blue eyes. Yes,
Yeah.
they were gorgeous. So yeah, I'm proud to be a mom.
Did you get an epidural?
I did.
Mm.
Yes.
I was just curious.
Why?
I was
Why
just
did you want
wondering.
to know if I had an epidural or
I don't know.
not?
I was just wondering. It was
I
just-
was not going through labor or feeling once. See, no one can understand. No man can understand what labor pains feel like unless they do. You've seen the videos with the men who do like
Yeah.
they
yeah, the
did
patches.
the patches so that you can understand what they feel like.
Yeah.
I don't. That's simulation. I don't know if you really know what that pain.
Oh, I know. I know what it feels like. I've been on the toilet sometimes for a couple
What?
hours, and it feels like I'm giving birth. I'm holding on for dear life. I start off with all my.
No.
By the end of it, I don't have any clothes on. I'm sweating. I can't even look at my phone. You know, you go on, sit on the toilet and look at your phone. I can't even look at my phone. I'm just like, just bracing, holding on for dear life. I feel like that's got to be pretty similar pain.
No.
It's gotta be. I've never felt any worse pain than that. I don't think.
I don't think so.
I don't know. I feel like it's pretty comparable.
Maybe. But no. I don't know. I don't know about that. I don't know. That's
Whatever. I think so.
no, I think you should try the simulation patches for
doing that.
birth, for labor pains.
I'm not doing
And
that.
then maybe you'll have like, no, it's absolutely separate pain. But yeah. And I think sometimes once that pain is over and then you see this beautiful baby and then you're like, oh my gosh, that's probably why women get pregnant again. They forget what that pain is like until they go through labor again. And then they're like, oh my gosh. Then of course they blame it. You know, they get pissed off at their husband. It's like, don't touch me again. And yeah, you forget about that pain after you see that baby. But I
Yeah.
never, no, I was like, yeah, I'm done. And I never did have another baby. You're my one and only.
Yeah.
I had a boy and I was like, done. I don't need any more babies. So yeah. So what does, Mother's Day mean for you?
What does it mean for me?
Have I been a good mother to you?
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course you have. You've given me a good life.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a lot of people who have horrible mothers
Yeah.
that don't even like their children and mistreat them.
Yeah.
You know, have a very loving mother and family.
I've given you a lot.
Yeah.
I've given you what I could. Yeah.
Yeah. That's all you can ask for.
Yeah.
I mean, you can ask for more.
Yeah.
But
I think there were times you thought that I was probably being really mean to you.
everyone has thought that about their parents. That's just everybody.
But I don't even know. Have you really ever felt that? Because I've always given you pretty much everything I could afford to give you.
Well, yeah, of course.
Was there anything that you felt I didn't give you?
Not that
Where
I
you
can think
felt like fairly untreated?
of. No.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure maybe, but that's just a childish mindset if you
Yeah.
think like that.
Yeah.
You know?
You shouldn't have ever felt that way.
I
You're an
wasn't-
only child.
Yeah, I know.
Except for the prank that me and Johnny pulled on you, though.
That you were pregnant. Yeah.
He was like, my life is over. I'm never going to get another gaming system ever in my life.
Yeah, I'll have to share it.
I have to share things.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, you never had to share.
No, not really. Not at all.
No.
That's a blessing.
Well, you did have to learn to share with your cousins, though.
Yeah,
You-
but
you did.
That's different. I didn't live with them. It's different
No.
when you live with somebody
Yeah.
that you have to share stuff with.
Yeah.
You know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's
But
true.
it would have been cool to have a sibling. I was
Yeah.
thinking about that the other day. That it would have been cool to have like an older or
Aw.
a younger sibling.
Yeah,
But
a younger one.
yeah,
Yeah. Like a younger, would you have wanted like a younger sister or brother?
I don't know. Probably a brother.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or an older brother. Honestly.
You really wanted an older brother? Well,
No,
you
I'm
would have
just
been the
saying-
older brother, though. I mean,
No, I'm just saying it would have been cool to have an older brother too.
yeah.
You know, to beat me up.
Oh, God. Yeah, because I'll tell you, like, I miss my brother. you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. People don't know, like, I had an older brother, but he passed in 27. Yeah, Steven's been gone since 2017.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, he was our only brother. But
Mhm.
yeah, I mean, it was always cool to have an older brother because, yeah, I mean, your older brother protected you. He picked on you, but an older brother protects you too.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I can see that. I always loved having an older brother.
Mhm.
Yeah. That's what they do. They're a protector.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I get that. Well, I'm sorry you didn't have a sibling.
No, you don't be sorry.
But, you do have the dog. You have Drika.
No, I don't. That's not my dog. I love Draco, but
Drika's we call her your sister. That's your little sister.
yeah.
Yes, she is.
Yeah.
She acts
Yeah.
like it.
Yeah, of course.
She always looked at you like, hey, come show me love,
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, she comes and checks on you and she cuddles with you. So yeah,
Mhm.
it's just, and our dog acts like she's human. So she really does. She thinks she's human. So
Yeah.
yeah. Well, you've been a wonderful son, and I'm very proud of you. I think you're exceptionally talented, even if you don't think that you are. And I think you've some talent you did not get from me.
Really?
You got it from your dad, but yeah.
Yeah.
Like, you're really talented with the guitar, and you're musically inclined, which I am not. I'm
Yeah.
not musically inclined. I cannot play any instrument. You picked up the viola. You wanted to play an
Well, you
orchestra.
only tried to learn the guitar for 3 days.
No, I didn't. I still
you
can
did.
play. I still can play those chords, and I haven't. I mean, I have it over here in the corner. I still have the amp plugged in. I do still pick it up. I
Yeah.
do. You're just not here. You're at work.
Yeah.
Like, I have my lunch break, and I do pick it up, and I still can play. And I haven't given up.
Well, that's good.
I haven't given up, but I have never been able to play an instrument.
Mhm.
I do want to learn how to play the drums. Like, I do, but you can pick up an instrument and play it, and you can teach yourself to play. It's
Mhm.
amazing. I am not like that. I don't know what you have gotten from me still. I'm still trying to. You're 23. I'm still trying to figure it out.
Your attitude.
I don't
Even
know.
though I don't really have an attitude, but it comes out
I don't know if that's.
sometimes if, not consciously, like
I don't know if that's good or bad.
it's not good. And I don't even mean to have an attitude with people. I feel like I'm a very reserved, quiet person most of the time. But sometimes I just get so annoyed that I just,
Yeah.
yeah,
But I don't even know if that's me.
that's you.
Is it?
Yeah.
I don't get annoyed by people. Do I get annoyed by people really bad?
Yeah, you do.
I didn't think I
You
did.
definitely do.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah, you That's what you do.
I didn't realize that I did that.
Yeah. Well,
I
now
don't do that. I
yeah,
don't
you
not
do.
that
not
dramatic.
not with strangers, but I
With
feel
family?
like yeah,
I don't do that.
yeah, you do.
No, I think I set boundaries. I don't think I don't think I get that. I don't think I get like that.
Well, no, not all the time, but
No.
but that everybody gets stressed out and reacts differently.
I do get stressed out. Yeah,
Yeah,
I do. Because I have a lot going on, man.
yeah,
I work. I go to school. I do. I have a lot going on.
yeah.
Sometimes I just want to relax.
Of course.
And I have a very needy family. I do. I have a needy husband. I have a needy mother. And I have a son that's like, hey, can I take?
No, that's not
So
true.
I do.
Yeah,
And everybody comes to me for answers. So
Mhm.
yeah, I mean, I kind of have a needy family. A little bit.
I guess so.
That lives with me. Not my whole family.
Yeah,
But I kind of do.
yeah.
Oh, well, I don't know how to I don't know how to take that. You don't get any good stuff from me.
No, that's not true.
You get stress from me.
That's not true.
That's not good.
You're a really nice person. You're a very
Thank
nice
you.
person.
Thank you. Thank you.
And maybe too nice sometimes. And I'm that way as well.
Well, that's not good.
I'm saying it's not bad to be a
Well,
nice
people
person.
take advantage of really nice people, though.
Yeah.
They manipulate them.
Yeah.
They take advantage.
Yeah. Yeah, they can.
Yeah.
But, you know.
But as I get older, though, I try to set boundaries with people. Like I think as I've gotten older, I have I see it coming quicker, I think. But I do see like some naivete in you, being naive.
I don't think so.
Yeah, because you're like me. I remember being your age and being very naive and kind of believing a lot of what people would say. But I do think you question things a lot better than I do. Like your insight at that age is different than from whenever I was your age.
Yeah.
So that's really good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So you probably got that from your dad too.
And I think that's just me.
Yeah. This is your personality.
Yeah.
But, you get it from, yeah.
Yeah.
But I am very nice. You do get that from me.
Yeah.
I am nice. And respectful. You're very respectful.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
But I also have a hard time saying no to people, too, a lot of times.
I do, too.
Yeah.
See? I do, too. But that can go both ways. I mean, like, you want to be helpful to people. And it's not you, it's them. It's like people, I think you have this heart where you want to help people and be of service to people, which is how a lot of people in this world need to be. But people have hearts that are not the same as ours.
Yeah.
That want to do evil things.
Mm-hmm.
And, they take advantage.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Yeah. There's nothing you can do about it. But you got to have boundaries. As you get my age, when you get to be 46, you're going to learn to say no. Believe me.
I hope so.
You will. You will. You'll be like, nope, not doing it. Nope. Or you'll just have this blank stare like, yeah, no, I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
You will. I remembered there was something I didn't want to do for my job. Not this job that I currently have, but the last place I worked, and I was just like quick to tell my boss, no, I'm not doing that. Mm-hmm. It's like, no, not doing that. Mm-hmm. And it's not that you don't want to, I didn't want to work or do something, but if something did not align with what my ethics are and what my values are and my morals, I'm not going to jeopardize them for anybody. Yeah. And the one thing I've learned is I'm especially not going to do it because one thing I've found out over the last year or so is I'm very easily replaceable. But if I make, especially in the type of work I do, but if I make a decision that jeopardizes if it jeopardizes my morals and my values and what I believe in, I have to live with that. Mm-hmm. And I'm not going to jeopardize that for anybody.
Yeah.
Or any job where I know you got somebody else lined up to take my place. So
yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So, that's important to me.
Yeah, it should be.
Yeah. So, and I hope it's important to you as well.
Mm-hmm.
So, but anyway, for today, Tristan took us shopping. Or he took me shopping.
Well, kind of.
Bought me some lovely earrings.
Yeah, I did.
Yes.
They're very, very nice earrings.
Mm-hmm. Do you want to explain what they are? Because I can't.
Well, they're,
Tell them where we went.
We went to Midnight Sun, which is a, kind of like a spiritual type of store in 5 Points.
In Jacksonville.
Yeah. And, there are these earrings that are the Om symbol, which basically how do I explain it? It's not like it's attached to any religion or anything, but it's just like people say Om,
Mm-hmm.
which the frequency when you say that is, and I don't know any of this for fact, but I think it's true, is that it vibrates at 432 hertz, which is the frequency of everything in nature, that everything vibrates at, because everything vibrates on a frequency.
Mm-hmm.
So that is supposedly the frequency of the universe.
Yeah.
So that's what that means.
I was drawn to those earrings.
Yeah.
I really was.
Yeah, they're nice
I even
earrings.
asked the lady in the store. I was like, I'm just trying to figure out. I'm like, it's nothing evil, right? She was like, there's nothing evil in the store, lady. I was like, I'm just saying.
It's not evil.
Because I'm a Christian. I just have to make sure.
It's not evil.
And then, of course, my husband sees it. He's like, I think those are sacrilegious. I'm like, oh my gosh.
No, they're not. There's nothing.
They're
evil
not.
about 'em.
They're actually really beautiful earrings.
Yeah,
I
they
love them. Yes.
They are.
And I got a very nice top, and I got a skirt that is handmade.
Yeah, it looks like a Woodstock outfit.
Yeah, I love it. It's not tie dye, but it's just very nice and
Yeah.
bohemian looking. I love it.
Yeah.
Yes, I loved it. And then I also got a very nice pink crystal, and some wonderful bracelets.
You got bracelets? I didn't even see that.
I bought those. I bought two.
Oh, I
They
didn't.
match my outfit. One is like white stone and one is black
Mm.
onyx looking stone. Yes, it's very pretty. Yes.
Oh, that's nice.
Then now I'm realizing, I'm like, oh my gosh, now it just gives me an excuse to go buy some shoes. to
Why does that give
match.
you an excuse to buy?
Because
shoes?
anytime a woman buys an outfit, at least me, I have to go buy some shoes to match that. Even though I have some sandals, might have to go get me a hat with it too.
You're just like Grandma.
Why?
Because she does the same thing.
I was like, I can't wear those sandals with that. I got to go buy me some more.
Yeah.
I have to go order some.
Or you can't just buy like a pair of pants. You have to buy a whole outfit
Yes.
whenever you buy clothes, which
Yeah.
it's understandable. But
Yeah. I mean, of course you have to.
you don't have to.
See, this is why I don't want to go into this, but this is why some women have to dress their men.
What?
Yes,
What
because
do you mean?
just that statement alone, you're just like, well, that's what you always have to do. You have to buy pants, shirt, shoes. Yeah, you can't just go. I mean, I have bought just pants, but then I'm like, well, wait a minute. I have to get, if I'm going to wear these pants, I got to get, because I have to think mentally in my mind, like, I don't have a shirt that goes with this.
Yeah.
So I have to go buy a shirt. That's at least the way I think.
I guess. Yeah. No. Yeah. There's nothing wrong with it.
But that's why you look for sales.
It's normal. It's normal.
It's a normal thing to do.
Yeah.
But see, Johnny doesn't do that. I have to help him shop. I do. I have to,
Well, I'm not that way.
you know.
I'm not that way.
I know, I've been shopping with you.
What is that supposed to mean?
It doesn't mean anything. I think you take longer to shop than I do.
I do. I'm indecisive.
You wear me out for real. I don't think I don't go shopping with you very often. I think you wear me and Mom out because you'll go to, yes, that's how it was when we went to H&M. And then I don't even know if we went through that store and I think you bought one thing. I was done
No.
shopping before you were. I bought some overalls.
No, I bought 2 shirts, I think.
You bought 2 shirts.
I think this was one of the shirts. Remember? Because we were
Yes.
talking about the shirt that I lost. Or I'm still so disappointed that I lost that shirt. That's like my favorite shirt right now. I don't even remember the last time I saw
I'm
it.
looking for it in my closet like I
Yeah,
had it.
because you
I'm
might
like,
have had it. Because you've had some of my clothes before.
No, I haven't.
Yeah, you've had a hoodie of mine. Oh, you didn't have it, but it was just sitting somewhere. That wasn't my room.
Well, it's because you leave clothes in the dryer, but I usually take all your clothes out if you don't get them all, and I put them on your bed.
Yeah.
See, another thing that mothers do for their children, no matter their age. That's why mothers have their own day. We should get a week. We should get a week or a month. We should have a mother's month.
Okay.
That's what we should have.
Yeah, there should be a son's month.
Why? Why should there be a son's month? Explain the rationale between a son's month. Why?
Everyone should be appreciated for what they are.
I don't disagree.
Yeah.
But why?
Why can't I be appreciated for being a son?
Okay. So what do sons do?
What do you mean? Give you a purpose to live. That's what they do.
Spend all of our money
No.
and take our cars.
Still.
Yes. And give us grandchildren one day.
Yeah.
Yes.
All that.
I'm still waiting. I'm hoping I'm a grandmother by the time I'm 60.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah. You have to give me one grandchild.
I have to?
Yes.
I don't know.
See, we'll have this conversation later.
We'll get there when we get there.
I just want one when you're ready.
Yeah, we'll get there.
One. I just want one grandson. Okay? We're going to pray about that.
We'll see.
When you're ready. When you're ready.
Yeah.
Okay? So yeah. So I also bought my mom some stuff for Mother's Day. I got her a ring that from Midnight Sun. And it is amethyst, which is her birthstone. And it's a very, she's got the single stone in her ring.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I got that for her. And what else did we get, Mom? I think that's all I got for her. She got a lamp at the vintage antique store, also in 5 Points. And yeah, so Mom had a good time.
Yeah,
and yeah, it was just nice. And then we went to the movie theater, and we saw Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes.
Yeah, it was kind of boring. I fell asleep.
It wasn't as exciting as War of the Planet of the Apes, or
But I just wasn't really that interested in the story.
Well, I was confused if Noah was the descendant of Caesar, because it was generations later after Caesar dies.
Yeah.
So were they descendants of his clan? That's what I didn't understand.
I don't know. I don't think so.
They weren't. They were
I honestly don't know. Maybe we'll find that out in the next movie.
Yeah.
But I don't know how they would even know that.
I don't know. Because they didn't know who Caesar was.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. Maybe he will be because he was wearing the symbol or whatever.
Yeah. But he gave the symbol to
the lady.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're spoiling the movie for people.
Oh, sorry if you guys haven't seen it. But yeah, I'm sorry if you guys haven't seen it.
Just came out.
I know. Well, sorry. Well, but I thought that I liked it.
It was enjoyable.
I liked the action in the film.
Yeah.
And yeah, some sad parts in there, but yeah, one sad part with the orangutan.
I don't remember what happened.
Did you fall asleep? Tristan, I think, fell asleep.
Not the whole time, but during parts of it.
But it was overall, how would you rate it out of 10? What number would you give it?
Like a 7.
A 7 out of 10?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I don't know because I didn't really watch the whole thing.
I would give it a 7.5.
That's a good score.
Just because I wanted to see like some relation to Caesar. Like there was mention of Caesar, but Caesar was such a great character in all of the previous Planet of the Apes films that I wanted to see. Like I was so excited at the beginning of the movie, even though like we all know Caesar passed in the last.
What?
What? Are you serious?
What? I didn't know that.
Boy,
Just kidding.
you saw War.
No, I didn't. But
Give me like what? Oh my gosh, I spoiled that too. No, he died in War of the Planet of the Apes.
Oh.
If people have not seen that, I'm sure that a lot of people have seen that already.
Well, obviously he dies. It's like 100 years later in this movie.
Yeah, it's generations later.
Yeah.
So, yes. Oh, there's Drika. There's our dog.
They probably can't even see her.
I have to pick her up. Hi. Oh, hello, my baby. This is Drika. This is Tristan's sister.
Why are you looking at me like that, Drika?
Because Drika is looking at you like, I don't even know why I'm up here.
Yeah, she's confused.
Yes, she is. Are you going to sit? You going to go lay over there? I got pillows over here. I think she just belched. Okay. Oh, whatever. No, you're in here for good now. We're not getting up. So you shouldn't have been up underneath mommy's couch. Okay. But yeah, I don't know. I wanted to see more of Caesar's lineage.
Mm-hmm.
And I just don't think we got that in the film.
Yeah. Well, there's going to be like 2 more movies, so.
Is there supposed to be 2 more?
Yeah.
I think with the main character.
Yeah. There will be.
Okay. But yeah,
speaking
7.5.
Speaking of movies, last week we did Mom's Top 10 80s movies.
Yes.
And this week we both have a list for our top 10 90s movies.
Yes.
And yeah, my list is definitely going to be better than yours, but let's start with yours.
Okay. Are you sure about that?
I'm pretty sure.
Oh, she's looking at you. Go ahead and let her out.
Oh my goodness. I told you she should have stayed outside.
Oh, watch out. Don't. I know, but you can't help it because she just has that look. She just has this look on her face like,
no, I told you she would have wanted to leave at some point.
But
fine.
Well, she comes in and she's just like, hey, what are y'all doing? I want to be in here.
Yeah.
La-di-da-di-da.
Whatever.
But that's our baby. Okay. So my top 10. You want me to go first?
Yeah, you do yours first.
Because it's Mother's Day and I am the mother.
Are these in order or it's just...
These are in order. These are my top 10.
But I'm saying, are they ranked or are they just...
These are...
Are they from your most favorite to your least favorite is what I'm asking you, because mine aren't.
No, these aren't. These are just my top 10.
So in no particular order.
I don't know.
I'm asking you, is 1 your favorite and 10 your least favorite, or... Okay, then no, it's not. So it's just a random top 10. It's not in any particular order. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah. This is from my favorite to my least favorite. This is like from ranked in like my absolute favorite movie to like, yeah. This is like my absolute favorite to like, yes. Yeah.
Okay, mine's not like that.
Yeah, this is like my absolute faves.
Okay.
Yes.
I know, but they all are, but I'm saying
the ones that are at my absolute favorite movie too. Like, yeah, like not my least favorite, but they're my top 10. You know what I mean?
I get it.
Yeah. Like you said.
Yeah.
Okay, you're going to have me confusing people. Okay. So, my top 10. Okay? So, number 1 is Demon Knight.
I think you spelled it wrong on the board.
I didn't.
It's spelled as night?
Yes,
like a knight?
Yes. That's how it's spelled. That's how the movie is spelled. Do you not?
Are you sure about that?
Oh my gosh. If you need to Google it, because that's how it's spelled, Demon Knight with a K.
Who is the Demon Knight?
Demon Knight, he is the guy that's running from Billy Zane's character. Billy Zane plays the Collector.
I didn't realize that it was Demon Knight, like a knight.
Yes. He is I believe his name is William Sadler.
So he's the Knight of Demons?
He's the knight that is protecting them from the Collector.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. I see. I just thought it was like nighttime.
Yes. Demon Knight is, I remember going to see that movie at the theater in Eureka, Missouri. And me and Mom were waiting for something. I can't remember, but we're like, well, let's just go. No, yes, I think we were at the mall. I think we were at Crestwood Mall. And we
Getting
saw
Chinese food?
I think we were.
Yeah.
And we went and we saw that movie. Yes. And what can I say? It's one of my all-time favorites.
That's when I discovered Jada Pinkett Smith. Oh my God. In the 90s?
Yes.
She was beautiful.
I loved
With
her.
The short blonde hair, the
Yes.
jeans, and the... Oh,
Yeah. I loved her hair in that movie.
beautiful.
I did. I was like, I'm going to cut my hair short and dye my hair. And you know what? I did. In the 90s, I always had a short haircut, and I used to dye my hair honey blonde.
What?
Yes.
I've never seen a picture of you like that ever.
And you never will.
Do you have any pictures of you like that?
I don't think I do.
That's crazy. How old were you when you were doing that?
In the 90s, like 95, as a teenager.
Like how old? Like 15?
No, I was probably
years
like
old.
17 or 18.
Well, I've
No,
never-
no. No, I wasn't. I was probably like 16.
I don't think I've ever seen a picture of you with blonde hair before.
Yeah, I always used to cut my hair short.
Like
I have short hair. I have short hair now anyway.
No, but I mean as short as she had it,
Oh yeah, I've had it like cut.
like all the way cut down. Like
I've
where it
had
was-
my hair cut all the way down to my head. And I actually did that, I think, whenever I was 17 years old, and I had visited, and I had, me and Tracy, I had went to Little Rock, Arkansas with Tracy. Yeah. Yeah. And that's when I had like a completely different hairstyle, and it was all like straight. It was like to my head. Yeah.
Well, I've never seen
Very,
that.
very short hair. But I used to dye my hair honey blonde. Yes.
Wow, I'm
Yeah.
surprised.
Wow, I used to dye my hair all the time.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Yeah. So now you found out something new about your mother.
Yeah.
And I loved that movie. I loved her hair in that movie. I loved her style of clothing. I just love that movie.
Okay, just talk about who you really love in the movie, because I know you want to talk about him, even though we talked about him last week.
No. Yeah, of course I liked Billy Zane. Duh. Yeah, I liked her too. I did. I loved, what can I say? I'm not gonna brag about him.
Yeah, that is an underrated movie. I think it's kind of corny, a little bit,
Yeah.
if you look back at it now. But I think
No. Even Johnny liked that movie. Johnny's favorite part in that movie
what?
is the part where Billy Zane gets rid of the cowboy hat and the coat. and he, just talks about, I'm tired of this cowboy shit. And he does the little dance. And for people who don't know, if they've watched any Billy Zane interview, he talks about the fact that he ad-libbed that part.
It was improv.
Improv.
Yeah.
Yes, completely. They just told him, you have to get rid of the hat and coat. And that's what he came up with.
Yeah, the movie it does have some comedy in it too.
Yes,
It's funny.
yeah.
It's also funny while also being kind of scary.
Yeah, it is kind of creepy, but it's one of those movies where I was like, and this is where I kind of I'm like, it's that first movie where I was like, I think I kind of like bad guys.
Oh my god, you like bad guys?
I do. He made me like bad guys.
I bet.
He did. He was a pretty hot bad guy. I'm just saying.
Yeah, that was a pretty good movie. That was a good movie.
I did like the movie though, and yeah, it is a good movie. But it's a Tales from the Crypt. I mean, if you liked Tales from the Crypt in the 90s, I mean, it was a popular television show, and they did a couple of movies as
Yeah.
well. So yeah, that's my number one.
I think we should go back and forth actually.
Yeah, let's do it. Yeah. What's your
And
number?
these aren't in any particular order. I didn't really. I just wrote these down really fast.
Okay.
So at 1, I have Boys in the Hood.
Oh, that's a good one.
I think that I think it's one of the best movies of all time, and definitely, arguably, the best black movie of all time,
Mm-hmm.
in my opinion.
It is. I think it's yeah, it is. I mean,
It's an incredible story.
yes, very true to hood
Yeah,
life
that-
in
yeah, that-
LA.
Yeah, and it
Mhm.
still holds true to this day.
Yeah.
You know, that was just capturing a moment in time in a very particular place. It still resonates with people today also.
Yeah.
Because those same stories are still being told
Yes.
in real life.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
It is. Yeah, I agree with you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I loved that film. I did.
And it was Ice Cube's first role, I think, in a movie.
It was.
And I wanted to be just like Doughboy. After I saw the movie, I wanted to be Doughboy.
Did you? What was it
Yeah.
about Doughboy that you liked?
Because he was just cool. He was a gangster. He had the 64 Impala with the gold and the hydraulics. I always wanted one of those.
Yeah.
After seeing that movie.
Yeah, it was good, and he did really great in that film too. And it was so sad to see And it's sad that it's very real that, always the one that wants to get out of the neighborhood and makes something of themselves is the ones that die.
Well, yeah, well, that's true for Ricky.
Yeah.
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 But Ricky was kind of stupid. Like, why would you just run in a straight line? You think you're going to outrun the bullet from the shotgun?
But he was in a space where they could have got him anyway. I don't think that when you go back and you look at that film, even if he would have, I think, dodged or anything, they would have got him.
No, but a lot of people say, I've just heard people say this.
I don't know.
And we're just really digging into like the aspects of the story, or I am, is that it was really his arrogance that got him killed. Cause like he's this all-star football player or whatever. He's going to college.
Yeah.
And he thinks, okay, I'm just gonna go over to the next street and just start walking away. They're not gonna catch me. Like, I'm the golden boy. I'm a good boy. Like, why would they kill me? Why would they shoot me?
Yeah, that's true. Because he should have just stayed with his friend.
Yeah.
They shouldn't have split up. Yeah, and I don't think his friend wanted him to. Cuba's character.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they shouldn't have.
A lot of people actually don't like that character because they feel like he really took advantage of how much better his mom treated him than Doughboy.
Yeah,
It's very apparent that she didn't really even like Doughboy that much.
right. Yeah.
Because she just mistreated him so badly.
Well, it's just because
And that was probably a big reason why he became what he became.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, because she didn't like Doughboy's father.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's a theory that Doughboy's father is Lawrence Fishburne. What's his name? What's his name in the movie? Trey's dad.
Oh yeah.
What's his name in the movie?
I don't know. I can't remember.
Oh my god! But they think there's a theory that Trey's dad is Doughboy's dad, and that Trey and Doughboy are brothers.
Where did that?
And that because they used to date back in the day. That was mentioned in the film at some point. Furious. Is that his name?
Serious, yeah.
No, it's not Serious. It's Furious.
Furious, yeah. No.
I don't remember. It's something like that.
No, it's not Furious. Is it?
I think it is.
Oh my gosh. People are going to watch this and be like, oh my
God,
gosh.
these idiots. I'm going to have to look it up.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, it's Furious.
Furious, okay.
Furious Styles.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there's the theory that he's actually Doughboy's father, and that's why he lived in that neighborhood across the street from him, so that he could kind of keep an eye on him while not actually being involved in his life, but he could still at least keep an eye on his child.
That's interesting.
I
never would have thought
There's
that.
a lot more to that theory that I don't remember, but yeah.
That's an interesting one.
Yeah.
Okay. It is a great film, though. I do love it.
Incredible.
Amazing. It's a wonderful. I think John Singleton made that film.
Yeah.
Amazing film.
Incredible.
Yeah. Good one.
Yeah.
Okay.
What's your number 2?
My number 2 is Goodfellas.
I think that's might be Scorsese's best film.
What can you say about Goodfellas?
Yeah, it's just a classic.
I could watch that film over and over, and I never get tired of it.
Yeah.
It's just like I've watched it for the first time every time. I don't get tired of it.
Yeah,
I don't know what else to say about that film.
It's just a quintessential mafia movie.
Yeah.
It's just so cool, like the part where he takes her to the club and they're going through the kitchen and everybody knows him. He's like the big shot.
Yes.
And
then you have
get him the best table.
Right in front.
And she's so impressed with him. She's like, oh my God, we can go through the kitchen.
Yeah.
We don't have to wait night.
And she's just like, what do you do? And he's like, I'm in construction.
Yeah.
It's like, what?
Which he was. I don't think he was lying. I'm sure they were involved in construction.
Did you bury somebody there? What construction site? But it was just in that you have to realize that his character in the film is not that old. Like, he's not playing somebody that's been in the game he's a young guy. He's like early 20s, probably like your age.
No, he wasn't that young.
No, when you
was
think,
he?
yeah, because if you go back and you watch the film, he's probably like 22 or 23 years old. He's not that old. Like his character that he's playing is not. He's young.
I thought he was a little older than that.
No.
Because that's based on a real story.
Yeah.
And
Because
maybe
you
not
think about
100%, but
no,
it is
because
based on a real guy.
when you think about it, though, I mean, he started working with them whenever he was like a teenager, like he was, 14 or 15 years old.
Yeah.
I mean, he wasn't that old. And then there's not all these years that have passed,
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, he started working with them, he was working with them for a long time. But when that scene happened, yeah, I mean, he was like in his 20s or something. He wasn't that old.
Henry Hill
Yeah.
was the real guy's name.
Yes. Yeah. It's an amazing I love that film.
Yeah, it's incredible.
There's nothing more that you can really say about it. It's awesome.
Yeah, it's a classic.
Yeah.
Um,
What's your number 2?
my number 2, and I think this might beat Goodfellas, at least for me.
Mm-hmm.
It's not for everybody. Everybody doesn't like this particular style of film, but Pulp
Okay.
Fiction.
Okay.
A lot of people just don't like Tarantino films. But I
Right.
wasn't there. You were. I don't know if you saw this when it came out.
Right.
But from what I've heard, when people saw this, it was like nothing they'd ever saw before.
Right. Yeah.
Just with the way the story is told,
Very true.
told,
Right.
and
Tell.
just the way the story is told. I keep saying it.
I love it.
I
love it.
I can talk. The way the story is told, like in reverse or in different segments.
Yes.
Yes.
And then it comes together at the end.
Yeah.
And then you have to kind of go back. And you have to be like, oh, okay, that's when like that happened.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. It's kind of like the way M. Night Shyamalan would make his films.
Don't mention him.
Where you have,
Because he sucks.
well, that's kind of, if you go back and you look
Just
at
kidding.
The Sixth Sense, that's kind of how you had to piece it together.
Mm-hmm.
And then it comes out in the end, which is, of course, it's an honorable mention because I do like The Sixth Sense. That was like and Unbreakable is also a really good one.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm sorry, I'm not a fan of Pulp Fiction. I understand like people are like, how could you not like that film? I have watched it and I have tried to get into that film, but I am sorry, but all I can remember is the rape scene in that film, and I cannot get over.
Really, that's
I can't.
that's what
get
keeps
with
you from watching it.
And all probably the only parts in that film I like are the ones with John Travolta and Samuel L. Jackson. Like, I don't like. I can't, and it's just like clips of it. I can't sit and watch that whole film. I cannot get into it.
That's crazy.
I'm sorry. No, I'm not sorry. I just can't get into it.
That's one of the best films of all time.
Oh, I respect your opinion on that.
It's a fact.
Well, I disagree.
It's a fact. And at that time, apparently,
It was a film that nobody had ever seen before made.
yeah.
And I like Tarantino as a filmmaker. I do. I think he's extremely talented. I think his movies are great. That is just one I don't like. I just don't.
Yeah.
It's not on my list.
His best film you don't like?
No,
I think
I
it's
don't
his best
agree that
movie.
that's his best film.
It might not be. I don't know. It's up there though. Top 3
Okay.
of his best films
Yeah.
to me. But apparently that was at a time where nobody was hiring John Travolta.
Yeah, it revived his career.
Yeah, and it
for
brought
sure.
brought his career back.
Oh yeah.
And it wasn't a big budget film either.
No. I think it brought but yeah, nobody was. That was kind of after his, Saturday Night Fever days and all that. But yeah.
Yeah.
And nobody was really hiring him. But that did revive his career for sure.
Mhm.
Yeah, it did. Yeah. I mean, I just can't. I'm not saying it's bad. It's just not my cup of tea. I'm not saying it's a terrible film. It's just not my taste.
Yeah,
That's all.
That's fine.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Okay.
Your taste is wrong. But what's your what's your next?
Number 3 is Shawshank Redemption.
Yeah, came out on the same day that Pulp Fiction came out, I think.
Yeah.
Or no,
Did
it
it?
wasn't the same day. It was the same year.
Same year, right? 90 what?
It was 94.
94. Okay. Shawshank Redemption is just one of those movies, again, just like Goodfellas, where I could watch it all the time and I would never get tired of it.
Yeah, I
It's-
remember there was a period at one point where we would watch it a long time ago,
Yes.
like all the time, and Johnny
Yes.
would be like, "I don't gotta watch that movie again."
He
Oh my
did.
God, I
He'd be like,
remember that.
I'm going in the room. I'm not watching this again. Why? Damn prison movies. He hated it. But I'm like, because it's not about the prison.
Mm-hmm.
That's the backdrop of the movie, right? Like, it's about the relationship between people
Mm-hmm.
in spite of his circumstances
Yeah.
and relationships he's formed with this individual despite, and the fact over time, how he's had to adjust to life in this environment.
Yeah.
And he made the best of it, and how he helped people. I mean, he built a library in prison, got beers for his buddies,
Yeah.
and made deals with the I mean, it's just this, and then ended up getting out and besting people that did him wrong. I mean, the movie is just, it's amazing. I don't, I love it.
Yeah, I was shocked when I
loved it movie.
I was shocked when I learned that Stephen King wrote that.
Yeah, because you're not used to,
Because he's a horror. You think
He's
of him
a
as a horror.
novelist.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, not somebody who would write something where it has a happy
this
ending.
this dramatic, like,
Mhm.
incredible story.
Yeah. And Morgan Freeman, come on.
Yeah, he's a legend.
Yeah. I mean, that's,
My favorite character, though, was the old guy.
yeah. That worked in the
What
library.
was his name? Brooks?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was so sad when he died.
Yeah. Because he couldn't make
That was
it.
so, that whole part of the movie was so sad when he got out.
Yeah.
Because he's, like, adjusting to the world now. Because when he had gone into prison, because what time did this take place during? Like,
The
the
1950s.
yeah,
or
like the
something.
50s.
Yeah.
And he was, like, in his 70s or 80s
Yeah.
or something.
Yeah.
And he went to prison in, like, his 20s.
Yeah.
So there was, like, barely cars on the road when he went to prison.
Yeah.
And now he got out, and there's, like, all this, there's so many changes, and
Yeah.
the world has completely moved on, and he's just trying to figure it out,
Yeah.
and he just couldn't handle it.
No, he couldn't.
The world just moved too fast
Yeah.
for him.
Yeah. Institutionalized.
Yeah.
How do you go back to that and live and function? You just didn't know how, And that's how Morgan Freeman's character felt too. But he knew Andy Dufresne was out there, and got out and got away
Yeah.
with the warden's money. Hey, so poetic. It's amazing. So I love that. So, what's your number
Very
3?
Again, this is not my third best. I don't think this is the third best movie of the 90s.
Okay.
But one of my favorites, number 3, Dazed and Confused.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Great movie.
Love it.
Funny. Matthew McConaughey's debut. Such an iconic
Easy.
character. All right.
Right.
Oh my God, I just love that movie so much.
It's good.
Yeah.
It is. I do love that movie.
Yeah, it
I like
feels
it
so
too.
nostalgic. It makes you want to live in the 70s. It made me want to live in the 70s.
It made you want to be a high schooler in the 70s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It just seemed like such a simpler time, where hazing was allowed.
Oh my
Bring back hazing.
Oh gosh. Well, when hazing was just like, here, we're just gonna put food on you,
Yeah,
run you through a car wash and clean you up after,
and paddle you.
Oh my gosh.
Did they do that when you were in high school? Because I know that was a real thing.
No.
They didn't do that.
Oh, they did hazing, but they did hazing.
They didn't do the paddles.
I don't know. I never heard of people going through that, but I know that I'm sure that they did. Like, yeah, but I never went through anything like that. And I know that they did it on college campuses. I'm sure for fraternities and things, sororities. I'm
Yeah,
sure.
they still do that.
Yeah, but I don't remember anything like that in high school.
Mm.
I don't. Like coming in from like for the freshmen, like for 8th graders that were coming in,
Yeah.
as freshmen. I never went through anything like that. I don't think anybody else did unless you were popular or something. I don't know. Who knew what popular kids were doing then? But no. I don't remember anything like that.
Yeah.
Nothing. But yeah. And
Yeah.
hazing got to the point where it's just dangerous and people, were dying like on college campuses. So yeah, I do not agree with hazing in any way, shape, or form. It's dangerous.
I think one of the greatest, funniest scenes is when they catch him after the baseball game
Yeah.
and they're battling him in slow motion.
Yeah.
What song was playing? Do you remember what song was playing? during
Alice
that?
Cooper's No More Mr. Nice Guy.
No more, Mr. Nice Guy. And then they're just,
Mm.
no more, Mr. Glee. In slow motion.
Yes.
So iconic.
Yeah.
I think Family Guy did a spoof of that.
They did. They did.
It's so funny.
They did. Yes, that poor kid. But yes, that's amazing. And I love Matthew McConaughey's. Just
That was also Ben Affleck's first movie, I think.
yes. Yeah. I
think
did
it was.
not like his character in that film. Ugh.
Yeah, he was annoying.
He really was.
You know what? I just found this out too when I started, well, not just, but like months ago when I started watching Yellowstone.
Yeah.
Or it was after I'd watched a bunch of it, but the redheaded guy, the redheaded
Yeah.
guy in Dazed and Confused
Yes.
is Rip in Yellowstone.
Yeah, I know.
I didn't know that.
No,
He looks like a completely different person.
I did because I'm old. I know all
Like he looks like
actors.
he looks like a completely different person. I had no idea.
No, not if you really look at him. No, it's not.
Well, yeah, once you realize it, you can see it. But he does. He looks
He's
completely
played
different.
in a
he,
lot-
he had these orange curly hair and
So I want you to watch another movie with him in it that I want you to watch is Higher Learning. If you have not seen Higher Learning,
oh, I've never seen it. I've heard of it.
he plays a skinhead in that movie.
Oh, really?
He's a versatile actor. He's a good actor.
Yeah, he is.
But I want you to, and his dad is Wings Hauser, and he played in Tales from the Hood.
Who? The politician?
No, he played the cop that killed the politician.
Oh, that's his dad. Oh, he does look like him.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I didn't know that was his dad. I just watched that movie too.
Yeah.
Dang, that's an honorable mention. Is Tales.
Yeah.
No, yeah, we got to talk about that.
Yeah. So
Even though it's not in the list,
yeah.
Tales from the Hood is also a classic
Yeah.
black movie. Even though there's other characters in it, obviously.
Yeah.
But, man,
Yeah.
that is,
Tales from the Hood is good.
and I used
It
to be
is.
so scared of that movie. I'm not scared. Well, kind of scared of the whole thing.
Creeped out, maybe.
No, but no, there was one part that really scared me.
What?
When the guy's in the chamber and they're doing like this behavior modification program on him. Remember?
Okay. Yes.
Do you
I remember
you know what I'm
that.
talking about?
Yes.
Where it's like an experimental thing
Yeah.
so that he can get out of prison earlier. And it shows like the collage or the, what do you call it? Not collage, but montage of like these
Yes.
images
Yeah.
of like black people getting lynched and hung and stuff.
Yeah. I remember
and
that.
And it's playing that song, that Spice One song. That song is so scary.
Yeah.
Do you
I remember that
My
scene.
gat screamed by ya. The bullet told me shoot the motherfucker. He's a liar.
Yeah.
That song is so
I
scary.
remember that.
I have it on my
yes.
Spotify too. It's a good song. But
Yeah.
yeah, that was scary.
No, that is a great movie. Yeah, I love.
That was
Tales
just a
from the
side
Hood.
note. It's not on my list, but
It's a
honorable
good
mention.
one. But yeah, watch Higher Learning. Cole Hauser's in that. Yes.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Watch it.
he's in a lot of movies. So
Yeah.
He's been acting for a long time. So, my number 4. I can't see. Oh, Misery. With Kathy Bates and James Caan.
Mm-hmm.
So creepy, kind of scary psycho thriller. About the guy who gets in a car accident in a snowstorm and the crazy stalker lady who's his biggest fan, is following him. She's a little
Yeah.
stalker and keeps him pretty much prisoner in her house.
Is that also Stephen King? Yeah.
Yes, I think so. Yes, I think it is.
Wow, he's written so many good
And
movies.
it's an amazing movie. I love it. And yeah, and she played Kathy Bates is a great actress anyway.
Yeah,
but-
she is.
And
She's also versatile.
oh yeah.
Very good actress.
She really is. And yeah, anything with her in it I like to I
Mhm.
watch. But yeah, she's and yeah, I mean that movie, the one scene is always when he puts the block in between his feet and breaks his ankles.
Oh my God.
And I remember seeing, and that scene, like, I will watch it and I'm just like, please no, please no. Because then you see it and you just like when they first show it and the way his ankle just like goes over and it's
Yeah.
like, oh, you can feel it. It's kind of like phantom pain in your ankles. It's like, oh
Yeah,
my
it's
gosh,
horrible.
this poor guy. But yeah, great
Yeah, I don't
film.
remember much about that movie, but I know Family Guy also did a spoof of that too, where Stewie is the woman, the stalker, and Brian
Oh
is
my
the
God.
is the writer. It's so funny. It's so funny because they start out. It's like Stephen King is like because he gets in a car accident, right?
Yeah, in a
And
snowstorm.
So it's like Brian's driving the car and he's the rider, and Stephen King is driving the other car, and they smash into each other, and they're like, their bodies all in like a cartoony way, like going all over the place. And then Stephen King rolls out, and he's like, I should write a story about this, and runs on his typewriter, just done.
I could see that on Family Guy.
Yeah,
Yes,
that episode
yes.
was so funny.
But it's a great movie.
Yeah,
so,
it is
yeah,
a really good movie.
fantastic. Yes.
Um,
What's your number 4?
my number 4, another, I guess it's kind of a Tarantino movie. He wrote it, he didn't direct it, but True Romance.
Oh wow, I forgot about that movie.
Oh my
That's
God,
got Christian Slater in it, right?
Yeah, Christian Slater. Who's the guy, the British actor? He was in Harry Potter. He played Sirius in Harry Potter. What's his name?
Oh my gosh, it's right on the tip of my tongue. Gary Oldman.
Gary Oldman. Yeah, he
Yes.
plays like the villain, the
Mhm.
white guy with the dreadlocks.
Yeah.
That's the drug dealer or whatever.
Can't see Gary Oldman with dreadlocks.
I know it's so crazy. I was shocked
It's
when I
so
learned that
funny.
was him. Like it's
He
crazy.
Gary Oldman.
He's got crazy range also.
Oh my gosh, yes, he does. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say too. Because like he played, the way he plays in Dracula,
Mm-hmm.
and
Is he in
then
Dracula?
yeah, he played Dracula.
Bram Stoker's Dracula?
Yes,
That's
yes.
not. No, but that's not.
Gary Oldman played Dracula. Yes, he did.
In Bram Stoker's one where he's all white and he has white hair, or that one?
yes, yes,
Are you sure that's Gary Oldman?
yes,
Are you sure about that?
yes, Tristan.
Oh, I didn't know.
Why do you question me?
Because it doesn't seem like it'd be him.
Yes, it is. Yes, he did. And he also played in a movie called The Contender, and he's just got like this curly hair. It just looks older. It looks nothing like him. Yeah, he's got crazy range.
You know who else is
Amazing.
in True Romance is James Gandolfini, Tony Soprano.
Oh, yeah.
He was incredible in that movie also.
Yeah.
Incredible. I think
God rest his soul too.
he also
Yeah.
plays a he's some kind of gangster, mobster, or whatever. But he was very menacing. He was really good in that movie.
Yeah. Great actor.
Yeah, it was a great story, and I think that was the first movie that Tarantino wrote.
Was True Romance?
Yeah, I think so.
Hmm.
I think it was might have been the first one he wrote. I think that was before Reservoir Dogs.
Oh, okay. Hmm.
Yeah,
That's good.
I think so. Because Reservoir Dogs was the first one he actually directed.
Oh, that's good.
I
Huh.
think. Yeah,
That's a good one.
yeah, really good movie.
Number 5 is Titanic for me.
Oh my God.
What?
Of course, every woman is gonna have that in their top 10,
I have
no matter what the decade is.
I had no idea. I have 2 movies on there with Billy Zane. Man, I've had 3 on there with him.
Really? Is
Well,
he in Titanic?
Well, between 80s and 90s, yeah, this is the 3rd one with him.
He's in Titanic. Who is he in Titanic?
He plays Rose's fiance.
I don't know. I've never seen it.
He plays Rose's
Who's Rose?
she's Leonardo DiCaprio's.
Who's
You have seen Titanic.
No, I have never seen the movie. I've never seen
Oh
the movie.
my gosh.
I know what it's about, obviously. I know it's about the Titanic.
Well, Billy Zane plays the character Rose, the lead female character.
Yeah.
Her fiance in
Yeah.
the film. Yes.
All I know about it is paint me like one of your French girls. That's the only thing I know from the movie.
So I mean, it's just of course I actually when it came out, I went to the theater and saw it twice.
Are you serious?
Yes,
Wow.
I did. It was amazing. After I saw it the first time, I was blown away. I was like, oh my gosh, that's an amazing movie. And then we waited, and then we saw it I think me and Tracy.
The same day?
No, I went back the next week
Oh.
and saw it again. Yeah, that's a great.
Do you think they both could have fit on the raft?
Oh my gosh, how many people have this debate?
Do you think? Because I don't know.
I don't know.
Because I've seen clips of it. It looks like they can both fit.
It looks like they could, but then would it have just gone down because of the weight?
It could have.
I think it's not saying like technically, yes, they could have, but would the weight have sunk it down?
Possibly. I don't know.
Yeah, it could have possibly sunk them both down.
We'll never know.
I think they both could have fit, but I think it would have sunk. That's what I think.
Well, then they would have both died as lovers. That's how it should have been.
Yeah, but he wanted her to live.
That's stupid. I wouldn't let her live.
But you have to remember, this is like in 1912. So, I mean, men were gentlemen then.
Yeah, I guess so.
So, I mean, not saying that there's not men out there that aren't gentlemen still, but, it's a film. It's a film. And, of course, yes, Billy Zane, of course, was, the bad guy. But he was hot in the movie. I was like, man, like, Rhodes, what are you doing? You need to stay with your hot, rich boyfriend. You can change him.
Oh, my God.
He looked good in that movie. I'm sorry. He just did. We were like, man.
I'm sure. Don't. Okay, relax. I'm sure he looked fine.
I would have picked him over Leo any day. Okay. So what's your number?
Okay.
What's your number 5?
We're going to skip over my 5 because mine is also Goodfellas.
Oh, okay.
I also have Goodfellas on this list, so
okay.
I'm just going to go straight to 6.
Yes.
A Bronx Tale.
Ah, dang. Put that one on there. I love that movie too.
Incredible mafia movie also. Gosh. But not just about the mafia.
That's true.
It's about, a kid that grows up in that environment and is allured by that lifestyle. Yeah. And his father's trying to make sure he doesn't get involved in it, but
yeah.
That's
true. Yeah.
Yeah, it's one of my favorite mafia movies also.
Yeah, it's like a coming of age tale in that environment. And his father trying to keep him safe.
Yeah.
And it's like kind of like he has 2 fathers in that film. His father and then the Mafia Don as a father too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because he's like the son he never had.
Yeah, exactly.
The Mafia. Yeah, the Don. Yeah. Because he didn't rat on him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So he earned his respect from a young age.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I love it.
Yeah, that has one of the best scenes of all time in it. Whenever they're in the bar and the Hells Angels come in there. And those were real Hells Angels, too. They got real Hells Angels for the movie.
Yeah.
And they walk into the bar and they start messing stuff up.
Yes.
And he asks them to leave politely. And then one of the bikers does something, like, rude or whatever. Then Chaz Palminteri's character walks over to the door and locks it.
Yes.
And then, I can't think of it. What's the name of the song? Come Together starts playing.
Yeah. Yes.
When he locks the door.
Yeah.
And then he just looks at him and goes, now you can't leave. And then all the guys come out of the back and start beating them.
Yeah.
That's one of the best scenes of all time.
Yeah. It was just great.
Yeah. So good.
Fantastic movie. Yeah. Damn, I forgot about the Bronx Tale. Okay.
That's good. How could you forget about that?
I don't know.
Such a good movie.
I know. Number 6. My number 6 is The Crow.
The Crow.
The Crow.
Brandon Lee.
Yes.
I think I've only seen that one time, a long time ago.
Great soundtrack.
Mm-hmm.
Great music soundtrack to it. It has this really dark, evil feel background to it. But it is just the ultimate vengeance film.
Mm-hmm. It's kind of crazy that the wrestler Sting just completely stole that character.
He really did.
It like completely stole it.
Yeah.
Like, he wasn't like that at first, but then eventually, like, once that movie came out, he just completely stole that character.
Yeah.
Wearing the black and white face paint and the black trench coat.
Yeah.
And a crow, the sound of a crow would play when the music
He
started.
did straight up. I don't even know how he got away with that.
He just took it.
Well,
It's kinda crazy.
he got away with that. But yeah, it is. The Crow is an awesome movie. I loved it. The first time I saw it, it's an amazing film. Yeah, fantastic.
Yeah,
can't-
I've only seen it once. I don't really remember it, but
It is so good.
I know that Brandon Lee died on the set. Apparently,
He did. Yes.
how did that happen?
I think they were supposed to. It was during the scene where there was a lot of guns and they were doing a shooting scene, and where there was supposed to be a blank in the gun was a real
Oh,
a
So-
live round. So yeah.
it was an Alec Baldwin situation.
Yep. He
Mm.
got shot. And it was like, oh. So I mean that movie was going to shoot him into freaking superstardom.
Yeah,
I mean, seriously.
yeah,
I mean,
I'm sure.
who knew where his career was going to go after
Yeah,
that?
and he was Bruce Lee's son.
Yeah.
You know, yeah, he would have been a super megastar
Yeah, megastar. Yep.
for sure.
Absolutely. So, but it's sad. It happened that way, but that film was just amazing. And then they made sequels after that, but it just was
Did they?
not. It was not going to touch the original. It just wasn't.
I didn't even know.
Yeah, they did make exactly, exactly.
Yeah,
So
nobody even knows they exist.
I mean, but they had like the music soundtrack is just amazing to it. The film, it's amazing. I love
Yeah.
that film. Yeah. So that's my number 6.
Okay, my number 7. I think you've seen this movie. It's a Coen Brothers film,
Mm-hmm.
Fargo.
Yes, I have.
I gotta be honest. I don't even remember what it's about. I just know that it's really good. It takes place up north somewhere.
Like North Dakota.
Yeah.
Yes.
William H. Macy is in it.
Yes.
They have
Yes.
there's the lady with the funny accent because they're in
Yes.
Minnesota or something like that.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's North Dakota or something. Is it North
I
Dakota?
don't know. It's somewhere up north where it snows a lot.
Yeah, I think so.
No, it's got to be Minnesota because they have because they have that accent like Minnesota.
Is it Minnesota? Are you sure?
I think it is.
I thought it was North Dakota.
I don't know. It might be.
Okay.
Steve Buscemi's in it.
Yes. So yeah, I think what it is like William H. Macy's character is so shady in this film, and I think he like plans to have his wife kidnapped or something
Mm-hmm.
because like he works for his father-in-law, and I think like he has his wife kidnapped by Steve Buscemi's characters or something,
Mm-hmm.
and somebody ends up dead or something. The
Yeah, I
movie
don't-
is like the
I don't
movie
even-
is freaking crazy.
It is.
But I think what's her name? I think it's Frances McDormand. I think is like the actress's name. Who's the cop? She's
Yeah.
pregnant. She's a pregnant cop.
Was she pregnant?
I think she's
I
pregnant.
don't remember.
No, she's pregnant in the film.
Is that the same lady that was in Uncle Buck?
No,
Oh.
but her character's pregnant. I don't know if she was pregnant in real life, but she's pregnant, and like she's trying to solve this crime
Mhm.
that's happened. But the film is crazy.
It is.
It is, but it's a great film.
It's really good. I think
fantastic.
somebody gets their head chopped off.
Yeah, yeah,
Or something like that.
Somebody gets put in the wood chipper.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that was shocking when I first saw that.
And that's how the cop finds him. Like the guy he shoves the one guy that he was working with, the guys that kidnapped the wife, or they put the wife in the wood chipper, something like that. It's something crazy.
Yeah.
And yeah,
I'm going to have to watch that movie again. Because I don't even remember it, but I just know that it was good when I saw it.
we can remember bits and pieces of
Yeah.
it, and we're like, yeah, that happened.
Yeah, I
that
can't
happened.
give a full breakdown or even a partial breakdown.
But anybody who's seen Fargo knows exactly what
yeah,
we're talking about.
I just know that was a really good film.
It was a good film. Yeah.
Yeah.
I that is a good one. I agree with that. What's my number 7? I can't see. My poor.
Falling Down?
Falling Down.
Never heard of that.
Falling Down has Michael Douglas in it, and it is about and I can't believe you've never heard of that film. Well, no, you probably wouldn't. It is how do I explain what the film is? He's kind of psychotic in a way, but he's this guy. I think he was working for, I don't know if he was working for like the government or something like that, but he's basically he's divorced from his wife, but he's like trying to get home. He wants to see his daughter, and he kind of goes through like where it's kind of like he's just sick and tired of society
Mm-hmm.
and people, and little shit is just kind of pissing him off. And he's like, I just want to go home and see my daughter, but he's not even supposed to be around them, I don't think.
Yeah.
And I think I don't know if he was like planning to like kidnap his daughter or, and I don't know what it was, but he's just kind of at this point where he's like having a mental breakdown. And
Mm-hmm.
yeah, and it's an interesting film. It's really good. I think it's like one of Michael Douglas's maybe most underrated films, but it's a great film.
I've wanted to watch this movie actually because I've
Yeah.
seen a clip of it on YouTube
Yeah.
where he's at the restaurant and he wants breakfast
Yeah.
and he pulls out a gun
Yeah.
and holds him up because he wants breakfast.
Yes.
Yeah, I've seen clips of that before.
Yeah.
I wanted to see that, but I've never watched it before.
Yeah. It is a great movie. It's a great movie. It is. And I've liked it. Yeah. It's amazing. It is a good film. If you have not watched Falling Down, I highly recommend
Yeah,
it.
I'm gonna have to watch that. I've been wanting to watch it.
Yeah.
for a while.
It's really good. So that's my number 7.
Okay, my number 8. I think this was the 90s. Virgin Suicides.
Yes. I think it was.
Yeah.
Or was it early 2000?
No, it had to be late 90s.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I don't think that was the 2000s. 99.
99. I was getting ready to say it's kind of like right on the cuff. Okay.
Yeah, still 90s.
Okay. Yeah.
But,
Okay. I'll let you slide with that one.
yeah. That's a very, very good movie. Very interesting story, too.
Mhm. Sofia Coppola
Yeah.
made that. Yes.
Did you know that Nicolas Cage?
Yes, it's a Coppola.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy. Why is his name Nick Cage?
I don't know.
That's so weird. Like,
maybe it's a stage name.
well, yeah,
Sometimes
no,
sometimes-
obviously it is, but
sometimes
it's
they do
like,
that. Yes.
why Nick Cage? Like, it seems like kind of corny that he named himself Nick Cage after your real name is Coppola.
I don't know.
I don't know. That's kind of weird.
Hmm.
But yeah, that is a really good movie. I even bought the book,
Yeah,
like a couple years ago.
I
to
like
read
that movie a lot.
Yeah, it's
I
a
like
really,
it a lot.
really good story. Very tragic story.
It really is. But then it's almost kind of like you understand in a way why they did what they did.
Wait, what? The parents?
No, why the daughters did, what they did.
Well, yeah, they weren't allowed to do it. They were sheltered. Like,
well, they
completely.
didn't they controlled every aspect of their life. There's
Yeah.
a difference between like setting boundaries with your kids and kind of guiding them like what you don't want them to do, and then just like completely not letting them do anything,
Yeah.
not letting them be teenagers.
Yeah.
You have to give some freedom.
Mm-hmm.
Some, you gotta let your kids do something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wanted to be. What's the guy's name? The really cool guy with the hair.
Oh, Josh Hartnett's character. What was his name? Vince? No. What was his name? Chip? No.
Chip? Wasn't Chip?
What was his name?
I don't know. I'm looking it up. Trip,
Trip.
not Chip. Trip.
Well, Trip. Okay.
I wanted to be just like him.
Was it Trip Fontaine?
Yeah, Trip Fontaine.
Yeah, Trip
Yeah.
Fontaine.
I thought he was the coolest guy. Freaking the Heart song starts playing when he's
That's what I was
walking
gonna
through the
say.
hallway.
Yeah.
Oh my god. I wanted to be just like him. I thought he was the coolest guy in the world.
Yeah. And he walked so cool with the Heart song.
Yeah.
The Magic Man.
Yeah, Magic Man.
By Heart,
That's when I
yeah.
discovered Heart too.
Yeah. Heart's amazing band. Yes.
Yeah.
We all know that. Oh my gosh, yeah.
Yeah, I wanted to be just like him. Had a cool car. The hot sister liked him.
Kirsten Dunst.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, but then he left her on the football field.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then that's when they really got shut in.
Yeah, because didn't they find out? They found out that she did that, right?
No,
that
she was out all night. She couldn't get home. He left her there. He left her there all night. She had
Yeah.
to get a taxi home. She
Yeah.
had to call him a taxi, and they had to pay for it. That's when her mother freaking lost her mind. And they couldn't go anywhere. They couldn't even go to school.
Yeah, just kept them indoors.
Yeah. Yes, I kind of see where they were like, all right,
It really it even starts out crazy when they're having the party
Yeah.
at their house, and the youngest daughter just jumps
Yeah.
from the top of the house or whatever and lands on the fence, like the
Yeah.
spiky fence.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
crazy.
But it's a good film, but it's a tragic.
It's a heavy film.
It's a heavy film, but it's tragic, you know. But
Mhm.
it's good though.
Yeah,
I
very
mean,
well made, really really good story.
it really is. Without it being like too gory, you know, like gory, you know, like
it's
it's
I know
not
I know what you mean.
like showing them cut
Yeah, it's not
themselves
like
and things
super.
like that.
It's not
you
like
know?
super explicit. No.
Yes, exactly. But yeah, very nicely done work.
Yeah, it is.
So yeah. My number 8 is I can't see. Can you tell me what it is?
My God, why can't you see?
Oh, My Cousin Vinny.
Yeah.
Well, I have to kind of look through my ring light. So My Cousin Vinny.
Mm-hmm.
I love Joe Pesci. He's in that film. Marissa Tomei. You don't know any of these people I'm talking about.
I know who Joe Pesci is.
You don't know who Marissa Tomei is?
No, nobody knows who she is.
Are you kidding me? You know who Marissa Tomei is.
No, I don't. I have no idea who you're talking about.
Well, a lot of other people know who Marissa Tomei is. And yeah, it was it has Ralph Macchio in it. Macchio.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, it's a funny movie. So Ralph Macchio and his friend are driving through, I think it is, I want to say Mississippi or Alabama. And they stop at a store. They're headed towards, they're heading up to college. And they stop at a store, but there's another guy or somebody else that comes in behind them that has kind of the same, a car that looks similar to theirs that robs a store. And they think they end up killing like the clerk or something. And so the other people think that it's Ralph Macchio and his friend that do it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not. So they have to hide, but they arrest them and hold them. And Ralph Macchio has to call Joe Pesci, who is his cousin Vinny, to come and...
My Cousin Vinny.
Yes, who has to come and defend them and get them
Yeah.
out of jail. And he really has just kind of gotten out of law school basically
Mm-hmm.
and has never tried a murder case.
Yeah.
So hijinks ensue. So it's
Hijinks.
yes, and yeah, and then he's coming from the city from New York, and he's never tried a grit or had grits before, and yeah, it's just kind of it's a good funny movie.
Yeah,
So,
I've never seen it before,
Yeah.
but I've seen
Is it?
clips of it like on TikTok and stuff.
yeah, it's funny.
Yeah.
It's a good film. So
Well, I have a funnier movie,
what's that?
The Big Lebowski, at number 9.
The Big Lebowski.
That's also the Coen brothers, isn't it?
Yes,
Yeah.
that is good.
Yeah, I love that movie. It's such a unique movie with such unique characters.
Yeah.
The dude and
Mm-hmm.
forget one of the funniest scenes is when they're at the bowling alley and the John Goodman's character is talking to the guy with the long gray hair. He's like, "You stepped over the line." He's like, "No, I didn't, dude. Mark it. That's a 9." He's like, "No." And then he pulls out a gun because he's like a Vietnam veteran or something
Yeah,
and has like PTSD. So it'll
Yeah.
just snap like that.
yeah.
Just because his foot was on the line, he pulled a gun out. It's
Yeah.
like, Jesus, dude, sorry. Okay. It's so ridiculous.
Yeah, it's a good. And Jeff Bridges does a really good job
Yeah.
as the Big Lebowski.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the one guy's name? The guy that died of an overdose that's in that movie? He was in the Caputo or whatever that movie is.
Oh, he was in Capote.
Capote.
Philip
Seymour Hoffman.
Yes. Yes. Yeah. He was good. He was a really good actor too. I liked him
Yeah.
in a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I loved the dude's character too. What's his name? The dude.
Oh, Jeff
actor.
Bridges.
Yeah, Jeff
yeah,
Bridges.
Yeah.
That's
Yes.
right.
Yes.
He's also a great actor.
The dude.
Yeah.
Jeff Bridges.
The dude. Yeah. I think that's one of the funniest movies of the 90s.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. What's
I haven't seen them all.
no?
It's a great.
Well, you're
movie.
still, you need to watch more and stop playing video games. Okay. My number 9 is Tombstone.
Classic.
Yes.
Classic Western.
Classic Western.
I watched that a couple weeks ago. Not the whole thing. I didn't finish it, but
Yeah. I love it. That's another one, of course, on my list that I could watch over and over and over again and
yeah, Kurt Russell.
never get tired of it.
Kurt Russell also has amazing range,
Yes.
and like he's in so many different kinds of movies.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
like he can be in a Western and then in a Disney movie about
Santa Claus.
about kids going to school to
Schools.
become superheroes.
Sky High.
Yeah.
Sky High. Yes. Yeah. He can play anything, really. But yeah, he played Wyatt Earp in Tombstone.
Yeah.
And Val Kilmer played Doc Holliday.
Yeah, I love that character so much.
And yeah, Bill Paxton was in it. Michael Biehn. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Billy Zane was in that movie too.
Are you serious?
I'm dead.
Oh yeah, he was the fat guy at the poker table.
No, that was
Wasn't he that guy?
No, that
Yeah, he was.
No, he played the
No, he was the guy that was causing trouble at the saloon,
No.
and Kurt Russell's character Wyatt Earp had to kick him out.
No,
That was him.
no, that
He
was
was fat in that movie.
no, that was Billy Bob Thornton.
Oh yeah.
No,
Oh yeah, you're right.
he played the guy that made the play. He had longer like hair.
Sorry. The guy from the other from England or whatever.
No, he wasn't from England. He was with the traveling
Yeah,
theater.
they're from England.
I don't know if he was from England.
They had accents. They had British
He
accents.
played Fabian. That's who he was.
They had
Mr. Fabian.
They had accents. Didn't
You
they?
were like, he was fat. You just want him to be fat.
No,
He's
no,
not
I
fat.
forgot.
My gosh, I just think about that. I'm telling you, I just manifest him. Okay, so anyway,
Manifest him.
I will stop. I will stop with that. But yeah, he did. Okay, so there you go. And then yeah, that was Billy Bob Thornton.
I forgot.
And then yeah, there was a lot of great actors in that film. But yeah, just a wonderful movie. I mean, you just can't.
Billy Bob Thornton is also a very underrated actor. He's been in played so many different characters.
He is. Yeah, he is. He's just
Like people don't think of him like as a great actor, really.
But he is a
he really
great
is.
actor, though.
Yeah.
He really is.
You saw 1883, didn't you? He played. It was a
Yes.
small role.
Yes. Yeah,
I didn't even realize that was him at first until after.
yeah, he did. He
afterwards.
played a good role in that too.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, Tombstone is on my list. So, what's your number 10?
My number 10, another Tarantino movie,
Mm-hmm.
Jackie Brown.
Oh, Jackie Brown. That's where I picked up the Across 110th Street.
Yeah, me
Bobby
too.
Womack.
Yeah, it's a great song.
It is.
And and Street Life. I
Yeah.
made the street life.
I love it.
He has
Yes.
the best soundtracks in his
And
movies.
in movies, yes, he does.
But that's probably the most underrated Tarantino movie, I think, Jackie
Yeah.
Brown. Nobody really talks about Jackie Brown.
I actually am going to have to sit and watch it, but I think I watched like a little bit of it, but I haven't watched the movie through and through. But yeah,
And it's a great cast. Robert De Niro, Samuel L. Jackson. What's
yeah.
the lady?
Pam Grier.
Pam Grier.
Yes.
I watched a movie that she was in the 70s called
Yeah.
Coffee.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen that?
No, I
Coffee?
haven't, but
Oh
she
my
was like the
God.
ultimate in the 1970s.
Oh my God.
Every probably black man, love Pam Grier.
Yeah,
For sure.
She was hot.
Yeah.
She was really hot.
Yeah.
And she was still hot in that movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's Pam Grier.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that.
She's also been in some bad movies though.
They did a lot of the black exploitation movies in the 1970s
What?
too. That's what they called them.
Black exploitation?
Black exploitation.
Black exploitation
Movies.
What does that mean?
I don't know. Look it up on Google. You do everything else.
Wait, so you just say it, you don't know what it means?
No,
Black exploitation?
that's what they made. Like the black. I
What, you mean like exploiting black people or
I-
culture or something?
probably. I guess that's just what they called it. I don't know.
I've never heard that verbiage
Oh
before.
well, it's what they used to call it. It, that's
Yeah,
what
in
they
the
call
in the
those films in the 1970s.
yeah, in the movie Coffee, her name is Coffee in it, and she's like this lady who pretends to be like a escort, I guess, but actually, so basically, like her little sister like overdosed on drugs or something, and now she's like in a hospital, like that she has to stay at. She's not in a coma or anything, but she basically pretends to be an escort so that she can get in a room with these drug dealers and kill them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and you can look it up what it means.
Do you think that's blaxploitation?
It's probably explaining the black culture in a specific way. That's.
I don't know. I think it's just a good movie.
That's just what I don't know. It's a term that
No, blaxploitation.
is-
Blaxploitation is a movie.
yeah.
It's a subject. No, it's a genre of film.
Film, yes. Well, that's what they did with Pam Grier movies. And I think I don't know all of them because like I said, I wasn't born until 1977. So that's a term I have come across later. So yeah.
Yeah. I don't know, but Jackie Brown is a very good movie.
Yeah. So
yeah,
it's just stuff that you need to read up on.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah. No, not whatever. No. Okay, but yeah, I'll have to watch Jackie Brown all the way through. So, and my number 10 actually is another Quentin Tarantino film. And that's Reservoir Dogs.
Yeah.
That is actually a movie that I do like, and I think that is one of his best. I do love Reservoir Dogs. Mr. Pink, Mr. Brown, Mr. Blue. And this kind of that holds my interest. As chaotic as it is, it's just one of those that I do like. Now you have seen Reservoir Dogs, right?
Of course.
Yes.
Of course I've seen Reservoir Dogs.
Yeah. Now I think that in my opinion, I think that movie is better than Pulp Fiction. That's my opinion. But I think it's
a very good movie.
Yeah. Now that one I can sit and watch, and I just that actually holds my attention, and I love the dance scene with Michael Madsen with the golden oldies,
Yeah.
and he cuts the dude's ear off. That's like
Yeah. That's a classic scene.
That's a classic scene.
There was a Reservoir Dogs video game that I had on my PlayStation 2.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, when I was little.
Yeah. Huh.
You played as Mr. Orange.
Mr. Orange.
Yeah.
Hmm.
He was a fictional. He wasn't in the movie, but yeah.
Interesting.
That was really fun.
Okay.
Yeah.
Were you supposed to be playing that game?
What do you mean? Well, you bought it.
I don't know if I bought that game.
Obviously,
I don't think I did.
Obviously.
Obviously, you probably had my credit card on something.
No, I was a little child. That's when you had to go to the store and buy video games. You couldn't just buy them online.
I don't recall.
It was on my PlayStation 2.
I don't recall buying that game.
Well, of course you don't recall it. It was freaking 10, 15 years ago.
I remember a lot from years ago, and I don't ever recall buying that game.
Mom, you're not going to remember a specific time
I
that you
think
bought.
probably Johnny bought the game. I would never buy a game.
No, yeah, you would. You bought.
So.
I had that. I had the Scarface video game.
I don't know.
It's okay. It's fine. I turned out fine. I didn't shoot up a school. I'm fine.
Thank God. So those are our top 10 90s films. I think that they're all great films.
And we had a pretty we both had Goodfellas.
Yeah.
But everything else was different on our lists.
Yeah. Yeah.
Actually.
So we have very different tastes, and we still had a couple of Tarantino films. I like I said, I like Tarantino. I think he's a great filmmaker,
Yeah, well, he's one of the best.
Yeah.
Apparently his 10th film is supposed to be his last film.
Yeah.
Called The Movie Critic, and apparently he started making it like a couple years ago or something, and then now he just completely canceled it.
Really?
Yeah, I think he just completely cut it. It's not happening anymore. So I think
he's just done.
No, I think he changed his mind on just doing 10 films.
Oh, okay.
I think. So, but
that's
we'll see.
Interesting.
We'll see.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's it. So we did our top 10. It's awesome.
Yeah,
We had a great Mother's Day.
it was a nice day.
It was a nice day today, and then we realized we're like, oh my gosh, it's 7:00. We still have to.
I know.
We still have to do the podcast
It's
and get through everything.
It's 9:30.
Yeah, I know, but it's okay. We had a longer session today. We had a longer broadcast, but it's okay.
Yeah.
We do it because we love it.
Mhm.
You know, and that's all that matters, right? That's
Yeah.
what you always keep telling me. You're like, we do this because we love to do it.
Well, it's fun.
I love to do it. I always enjoy it.
Yeah, it's fun.
Every Saturday, I always look forward to this.
Yeah.
So I do, just to
Yeah.
ramble and talk.
Yeah, it's fun.
I know.
It's a fun time.
I enjoy it. So yeah. Anything else?
No, I think I'm good.
I'm
That's
good
it.
too. So we're still waiting for the TikTok to come up.
Yeah. I will be on that soon. I promise.
He says that every week, and I'm still waiting.
I know, and it won't take that long to make either. But
Yes. All right. So I finally got on TikTok. Okay. So now I know what my handle is. It's at CoolSpade46.
that's your freaking TikTok name, Cool Spade.
At CoolSpade46.
That's crazy.
Why?
Cool Spade is insane.
But that was like a while ago. Like I set up my TikTok a long time ago. It's not something that I just came up with.
It wasn't that long ago.
I've had TikTok for a while. I just haven't been posting anything on it.
I know, but that doesn't matter. I'm just saying the name Cool
So
Spade.
do you know where I got that from?
Yeah, I know where you got it from, but it's still a crazy name.
Why?
Spade?
You know why I have that?
But isn't that like a slur?
Is it a racial slur? Not when it comes from me.
Well, I guess not. But
No, that's what my brother used to call me. My brother used to call me Spade. So, I miss my brother. So, it's just from him, it was a term of endearment.
yeah, of course.
And he always said that. And he said that and he gave me a hug and gave me a kiss. So it's just, I just added it in. That's
Yeah.
just kind
Nobody even knows what that. I don't even know what it means.
that's just what he, sometimes Spade can mean, aces, whatever. We could, I mean, I think, probably somebody who's racist would say that.
No, nobody says that.
Some people don't know what it means.
Yeah, nobody says that.
But that's, I know why I have it there.
Yeah.
And that's what matters.
Yeah.
So, but
That's
that's what my handle is. So it's at CoolSpade46 on my TikTok.
Yeah.
So if I post something from the podcast, it's going to be on that. It's going to be under that.
Yeah.
Shantae B. And then Shantae B46. Shantae B _46 is my Instagram.
Mhm.
But we have our podcast on Instagram
Yeah.
on a different page. But we're still waiting for Tristan to do the TikTok.
The TikTok will be up by next week. I promise.
Okay.
It will be.
Okay.
I'm telling you.
We're waiting.
I'm telling you.
Tick tock, tick tock,
Oh,
tick
stop
tock. All right. So just remember that the Tay and Tristan Hour is on Spotify.
Mhm.
We are also on YouTube, and I upload the YouTube videos usually a couple of days after we upload on Spotify, because
Yeah.
we upload on Spotify every Wednesday at 12 p.m. Eastern, 11 a.m. Central, and 9 a.m. Pacific. So we're usually uploading on YouTube probably a couple days after, at least. We
Yeah.
try to do it the day after, but sometimes we have some audio issues.
Yeah.
So sometimes it doesn't like to save to my OneDrive.
Yeah. I gotta figure it out. Gotta figure it out sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes the computers don't want to work right.
Yeah.
So usually a couple days after. That's our time frame. So if you're following us on YouTube, just comment, like, subscribe if you want. We're also on iHeartRadio and Apple Podcast and Amazon Music as well.
Yeah, and if you're on YouTube, give us your top 10 movies of the 90s also.
Yes, that would be
Interesting
fantastic.
too. Yeah.
Yes, and we're also gonna post a poll on Spotify.
Mhm.
And who do you think had the best 90s movies list? Me or
Which of
Tristan?
us?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Did Tristan have the best 90s list? Or did I
Yes.
have the best 90s list?
No. It's pretty clear.
Or was it a tie? But I would like to know. Just if you want to do the poll. We're going to put a poll.
There's
up.
a pretty clear winner in my eyes. That's okay. Let the people decide.
Yes. So we're going to put the polls on YouTube
Mhm.
and Spotify.
Yeah.
Okay. So.
All right. This has been the Tay and Tristan Hour, and we'll see you next week.
All right. Bye, guys.
Bye-bye.
Peace out. Thank you guys for listening.